All right. As I sit here this morning, sore, hurting, back is worn out, knees hurt, fingers are all stiff and cut up because I started my repairs. Didn't get any videos of it, strictly because I was by myself. Let's see if I can get better lighting. There we go. Strictly, wow, I'm horrible. Strictly because I was by myself trying to do it this yesterday, and y'all wouldn't have heard it. I don't have the greatest of tool sets here at the house. A while back, all my tools, I had probably $800 worth of tools in a tool bag, disappeared from the house during some construction being done. And I have not replaced those tools because my company buys everything I need at work. So, and I don't do too much side work here with the electrical trade. So I don't have tools at home. So I'm borrowing my father-in-law's tools, and he buys little kits for the house. Well, those little kits don't necessarily have everything properly done that I need to work on a motorcycle. So yesterday was a little challenging for me. The front fairing getting off, I'm sorry, my ear is itching. The front fairing to get off was fairly simple. Of course, you know, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts. 3 on top, 2 on each side, and then 2 on the bottom. Although I'm missing one. And last time my bike was at the Harley dealership that I bought it from, that I had issues with, I asked them to add a bolt to that, to buy it, you know, just get the little bolt or little screw, whatever you want to call it, and put it in the bottom part of the fairing. So they did. So I thought. So I started pulling everything apart yesterday. I realized that the one that was on the left, midway down the fairing, they had just decided not to put that one back in and moved it to the bottom. So I was a little frustrated with that. But that's typical from that company. That's why I won't take my bike back there ever again. It's just, yeah, we did it. And then they didn't do it. It was just like when I had the stator problem. First time, they fixed it. A month and a half later, it was out again. They come pick it up, tow it back to the shop, tell me there's nothing wrong with the bike, come get it. So I drive it down the road, boom, get the same signals that I was getting before. So I turn around, drove right back to them, and the mechanic looked at me and goes, "Huh? I never did that here." I looked at him and said, "Well, did you ride it?" "No, we just put it on the lift, turn it on, let it run. It never gave us an error message." I said, "I specifically told y'all you had to ride it." About 10 miles into it, it turned on. That's what it did. So they finally fixed the stator. But I got the outer fairing off and the inner fairing off. Got all the parts put back on. Got the inner fairing put back in. Last night it got late, so we just put the inner fairing in, wired it all back up, made sure the radio was up and wired, put the internal antenna back on the fairing, and then closed it up with the broken fairing that I had, outer fairing, and put the cover back on it. I don't have a garage, so we had to cover it back up. So it was supposed to be raining this morning. It looks like the rain's done. I may go grab that. Oh, my elbow. Sorry, guys. I may go grab that outer fairing, yank it off, put the headlight back in it, tie it back in, put it back on. Oh, shit. Sorry. It's early. And then sometime today, my crash bars are supposed to be in. I get the crash bars in, get the crash bars put back on, finish the tour pack. I got to put the luggage rack on it. I bought the drill bits for it. And then from there, man, we'll be good. We'll be able to get back on the bike and start riding it again. The problem is I got somewhere to go today at about 2:30, 3 o'clock. We're having our Christmas party with the club, so we'll be heading out to that. I don't know what tomorrow looks like, so I may not be able to get everything done tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully I can. I'd like to have this thing put back together and be able to ride it to work Monday. Something I wasn't prepared for was taking the clutch cable off. Fortunately, I didn't have to take the brake lines off, but had to take the clutch cable off. So we're having an issue getting the clutch adjusted. We just kind of hand tightened it and tried to get it adjusted yesterday, and I had to do a little bit of studying and figure out how to adjust a motorcycle clutch. I'm all new to this, learning as we go. It's very interesting, though, I'll tell you. Pull it up on, you can pull anything up on YouTube, you know. So I pulled it up on YouTube and watched a couple of videos on it, and then I watched how to replace an entire clutch. Man, not hard. I'm actually surprised at how easy some of this work seems to be. Now, getting it adjusted and all that, it's still not difficult, time consuming, but it's pretty interesting to see how all this goes together, how easy it is. So it looks like somewhere down the line I'll probably be replacing a clutch and everything else in the bike myself. Unlike a car, we have to pull the transmission, you got to do this, you got to just more pain in the butt. On a motorcycle, it seems to be fairly simple. A lot of parts, but fairly simple. So hopefully I'll have the Harley back up and running by the end of the weekend. Be able to ride it to and from work for transportation, because my car's transmission is still down. I did receive the insurance check. We're having some difficulty getting it cashed. It was rejected the first time. Said the endorsement was wrong. So I went and had it re-endorsed. And now they're saying that they haven't told me this officially yet. The bank hasn't. But I talked to a branch manager over by my place, and they're telling me that the check cannot be cashed by me. You know, corporate didn't send that to me. They just told me it was an endorsement issue, and that it had to be endorsed exactly like it was on the check. So I went and had it endorsed exactly like it was on the check, sent it back to them. Now, the branch manager from where I'm at is telling me that they're going to possibly reject that check, and that it's going to go in the business account of the company doing the work. Even though I'm the one buying the parts and doing the work, in the state of Texas, when you have a loan on the bike or on a car, it's got to be a two-party check, one to the company that gave you the estimate, and then you doing the work, or you, the person that owns the bike. Either that way, or they send it to the lease owner, the company that holds the lien on it. So lessons are being learned. It looks like I'm going to have that check kicked back to me, and then I'll have to have it returned to the business owner, have him put it in, cut me a check for the money, and then be able to do the rest of the work. Fortunately for me, I did buy the inner and outer fairings and both the crash bars out of my own pocket. So I at least have that. I don't have the speakers, I don't have the speaker pods, I don't have the amplifier, I don't have the lower fairings, don't have my new LED lights, which are shorting out the turn signal lights. So, and I still got to buy the little covers for the bike, for the LED lights that broke. So hopefully when I get paid on payday, I can buy those and put them on the bike. Oh yeah, that'll keep me from riding the bike. Imagine that. I don't want to go down the road with those lights just little dangling out beside me, which is what they'll be doing if I ride the bike right now. Matter of fact, I had a cover on the bike on one side, and I was driving down the road the other day just for the heck of it, and it fell off in the street. So anyway, I do have pictures of the fairing before I ripped it off. Don't have any pictures of it on. I'll probably try to get all that done sometime this afternoon before I leave for the club party. But peace out, guys. Get your rubber down, shiny side up.